Arman just said that he wants you to keep making sure that you train how to tap in your camp for this fight. What strategies are you looking to take into the fight with Arman, and do you think you can keep this on the feet?
I'm pretty confident of the things that I can bring. When I go into the octagon, I know what I want to do, but it's a new sport for me as well. I learn every day, I get better every day, and I think I'm evolving a lot, and I love this sport. I love to do what I do. I love to train, and my goal when I get into that octagon is to turn people off. I want to turn off the other guy and just put him to sleep. There have been a lot of good wrestlers out there that have been put to sleep with the knockout, and that's what I want to continue to do. I know what I want to do. I always aim to do what I want to do, and that's my objective, is to turn people off, and I plan to do that again.
That's a dangerous fight. Arman Tsarukyan told me in Abu Dhabi it was going to be him and Oliveira. Yesterday we got that he's fighting against Mauricio Ruffy. But now he's saying yes to everybody and everything under any type of fighting situation. We would have loved to see him and Oliveira have a rematch. The first fight was tremendous. Unfortunately, Charles's teammate passed away, and that's why we're not getting that fight.
There is a new storm brewing in the UFC lightweight division, and Mauricio Ruffy is making it very clear that he is not stepping into the cage against Arman Tsarukyan simply to survive, compete, or collect a paycheck.
Arman just said that he wants you to keep making sure that you train how to tap in your camp for this fight. What strategies are you looking to take into the fight with Arman, and do you think you can keep this on the feet?
I'm pretty confident of the things that I can bring. When I go into the octagon, I know what I want to do, but it's a new sport for me as well. I learn every day, I get better every day, and I think I'm evolving a lot, and I love this sport. I love to do what I do.
He is coming for a finish. Ruffy has sent a brutal warning to Tsarukyan, making it clear that his mindset is centered around one thing: the knockout. And when a dangerous striker like Ruffy starts talking about hunting for a KO against one of the most physically gifted and technically complete fighters in the division, people naturally start paying attention.
Well, let me take my fourth swing at it. Apparently, fourth time is a charm. Arman Tsarukyan will be taking on Ruffy. Now, I love it. I gotta tell you, I had some problems with the Charles match. I had some problems just because I've seen those guys fight. I've seen them before. And then there was talk that there was going to be no BMF. They're going to move to 5 rounds. Like, we were very close with some of the information that we had. And we got the 5 rounds down, for example. It does appear to be a true #1 contenders match. But this is a very big deal that Arman and Ruffy are now off the board.
Arman Tsarukyan has built his reputation on elite wrestling, explosive takedowns, suffocating pressure, incredible strength, and the ability to drag opponents into a pace that very few lightweight fighters can handle.
I can knock out and I can wrestle and I can choke, but he has only one weapon, knockouts. I mean, he can think whatever he wants. He's going to do his job, I'm going to do my job, but I can knock out and I can wrestle and I can choke, but he has only one weapon, knockout. So I have more weapons. I can wrestle, and I can choke him, and I can knock him out. So.
But Ruffy believes that his own speed, timing, precision, and striking power can create a completely different problem for Arman. This is not simply another matchup on paper. It is a clash between a fighter known for controlling opponents with wrestling and pressure, and a rising contender who believes he can turn one mistake into a devastating finish.
Have you been told you win this fight, you will finally fight for the belt, you will fight Justin Gaethje?
Correct.
You have been told this?
Yes.
Is it in writing or is it just verbally?
Just saying, that's enough for me too.
From Hunter Campbell?
Yes. The best option is to fight, stay active. Everything good, money, hype, and #1 contender fight.
Sure. Is this the most amount of money you've made for a UFC fight?
Correct.
Okay, so your stock has clearly risen.
Little by little.
Yes, look at you. Things have changed.
Yeah, I can buy new glasses after the fight.
Mauricio Ruffy has quickly established himself as one of the most dangerous young fighters in the lightweight division. From the moment he stepped into the UFC spotlight, his explosive striking immediately caught the attention of fans. Ruffy fights with an aggressive style, throwing fast combinations and dangerous kicks, while constantly looking for openings. He does not need dozens of clean shots to change a fight.
And you said everyone knows what you're going to do. You're going to shoot and get the takedown. It could be in the first round. It could be in the fourth round. We asked this to Ruffy. He said he's going for the knockout. You're going in there to hold him. What is your response to Mauricio Ruffy?
I mean, he can think whatever he wants. He's gonna do his job. I'm gonna do my job. But I can knock out and I can wrestle and I can choke. But he has only one weapon, knocked out. So I have more weapons. I can wrestle and I can choke him and I can knock him out. So.
What is your response to Arman Tsarukyan?
Hey guys, I'm very happy to be here. I just want to say one thing. I go into the octagon to knock people out. That's what I like to do. When I don't knock people out, I don't even sleep well at home. It's unfinished business if I win by decision. So I go into the octagon to do one thing, to knock my opponent out. And that's what I'm going to do.
Don't forget how to tap during the trainings as well.
One perfectly timed punch, one counter, or one explosive combination can potentially end everything. That is exactly why his confidence heading into a matchup with Tsarukyan is so interesting. Ruffy is not pretending that Arman is an easy opponent. In fact, the opposite is true. He knows exactly how dangerous Tsarukyan can be, but instead of allowing that reputation to intimidate him, Ruffy appears to be using it as motivation. His message is simple. If Arman wants to test him, he is going to have to deal with his power. The biggest question surrounding this fight is whether Ruffy can keep the fight in the areas where he is most dangerous.
People don't know him, but he is so dangerous. And sometimes I make him laugh. This is Ruffy is a Vazinha from football. Like he looks like a Vazinha. And like people is checking who is Vazinha, and like he's a football player. I say, yeah, I'm fighting with a football player, and like, I mean, he beat Chandler, Fiziev, and.
Tsarukyan's greatest weapon is obviously his wrestling. Arman has the ability to close distance incredibly quickly, change levels underneath punches, drive opponents toward the cage, and turn a striking exchange into a grappling sequence before his opponent even realizes what happened. Against many fighters, that approach can completely shut down their offense. But Ruffy's supporters believe his explosive movement and striking could make those entries extremely dangerous. Every time Arman reaches for a takedown, he will potentially have to move through Ruffy's punching range.
Streamer! It's gonna be bad!
We'll kick him! We'll kick him!
Fighting a streamer!
Let's go, Ruffy!
Where's Neo?
Yeah! Let's go! Yeah, that's right!
Ruffy! It's gonna be bad!
Spinning wheel kick him!
And that is where the danger begins. Ruffy's confidence comes from knowing that he does not need to dominate every minute of the fight to win. He simply needs to create the right opening. If Arman gets careless for even a second, Ruffy believes he can punish him. That is why the KO warning carries so much weight. Ruffy is essentially telling Tsarukyan that he does not intend to respect his reputation once the cage door closes. He intends to attack, he intends to pressure, and most importantly, he intends to look for the finish. But Arman Tsarukyan is not the kind of fighter who can be underestimated. His career has already shown that he can compete with elite competition and adapt under pressure. His physicality is one of the biggest problems he creates for opponents. Even when his first takedown attempt does not work, he can continue attacking until he eventually gets the fight where he wants it. He can chain wrestling attempts together, mix striking with takedowns, control positions, and force opponents to work every second. That creates a fascinating tactical battle against someone like Ruffy. For Ruffy, the goal cannot simply be to swing wildly and hope for a knockout. He will have to be disciplined. He will have to manage distance. He will have to make Arman pay for every entry without allowing himself to become exhausted or trapped against the fence. Because if Arman gets a sustained grip on him, the fight could become dramatically different. Ruffy's best chance may be maintaining space and making Tsarukyan pay every time he tries to close the distance. The striking battle could be especially important in the opening minutes. Ruffy is fast, unpredictable, and capable of attacking from different angles. He can use kicks to disrupt Arman's rhythm and punches to force him to think twice before rushing forward. But Arman may have another objective entirely. Instead of standing at range and playing Ruffy's game, he could attempt to immediately turn the fight into a physical battle. If he can force Ruffy to defend takedowns repeatedly, make him carry his weight, and keep him working from the fence, the explosive striking advantage could begin to disappear.